Hello and welcome to the Southern League Goals of the Week show. Are you ready to see some goals? Because I am. And I am Poole Town drummer Josh. Welcome to the Goals of the Week show in partnership with the Southern Football League.
Well, of course, welcome to week 6 of Goals of the Week. And, of course, we're here again for the next probably about number 40, 50 minutes. We've got the main game, of course, between AFC Totton and Bashley, where we'll get interviews with both managers afterwards. We've got this week's Goal of the Week. We've got the result of last week's Goal of the Week. And, of course, also as well, we've got Goal of the Month for you as well this week. And, of course, we should say a massive thank you to Josh, of course, from Poole Town, our first fan to come on and introduce the show. Massive thank you to Josh. And don't forget, if there's anybody else out there that wants to come on the show and actually introduce the show in the coming weeks, then please contact me and we will get you on here as well. But enough from me. Who did win Goal of the Week, week 5? course, we've just seen the goal that has given Totton the 3 points yesterday, and thankfully that Jimmy, of course, the manager from Totton, has joined us. And Jimmy's looked like a great atmosphere, a great goal, and he was almost given the freedom of the park from the goal that I saw at the beginning there. Where he's run across the edge of the box, the left backs give it back to him, and he's finished it fantastically.
Yeah, that's what he can do, Tommy Wright. You know, we brought him in from Havant. He's about 14 months out injured. We brought him in from Havant, and we got to be a bit patient with him because he's not quite there yet. But as he's getting there, you can see his quality. And you saw it yesterday with that goal. I'm screaming at him to pass it, but what do I know?
And what a time to score as well, especially against, a quality side like Bashley. I mean, fantastic, just to score literally just before half time must have given the whole, maybe changed your dressing room chat at half time, and also given the lads a bit of a lift as well.
Yeah, it does. I think a goal straight just before half time changes my talk, changes theirs also, and then they got to come out second half, which we knew they'd do. I got to be honest, it was the hardest of all of our chances in the first half. We missed a couple of really good chances to score, inside the 6-yard box chances. So, I think we deserved it on the first half, and then second half, I think they just shaded it. It was a tough test, like I knew it would be. I think they're a very good side. I think they're arguably the best side we've played.
And your voice sounds like it hasn't recovered too well from yesterday.
No.
But I mean, going into it, we sort of still trying to close that gap. We know you got games in hand on Sholing, and if I'm right in saying, I think Sholing got a 0-0 draw against Wimborne yesterday as well, which brings you, a little bit more closer now. So, I mean, confidence running high in the camp.
Definitely, yeah. I think since Sholing beat us, I think we've been pretty much 100%. I think that game, I don't know, upset the lads. I think because since that day they've been really at it, and I'd have to say the Sholing performance was probably our best performance of the season, even though we lost 1-0. And I still don't know how. We were fantastic that day, but I think since then the lads have been pretty much perfect in everything they've done. When they've had to scrap, they've scrapped. When they've been able to play, they've played. We've scored some great goals. And yeah, they seem really bullish and quite determined to make sure we continue and we see this season out.
I was just looking at the table in front of me, 6 points behind, and people will say, well, 6 points behind, yeah, but now look how many games you've got to play. Four games in hand as well. I know that doesn't necessarily guarantee you the points, but it's definitely a healthy position to be in with this close to the end of the season.
Yeah, you got to win them though, haven't you? It's all right having them. I'd rather have them in the bank than have to play them. You got to win them. I think the only thing I would say is 3 of them are at home, which will help. But you've still got to win them. And those games will come with pressure. And we've got to handle that. But these lads are handling pressure at the moment, and they're all going to be massive games between now and the end of the season. I think we've got 11 left, and we've got to take care of business ourselves, not worry about what anyone else does, what Sholing do, or anyone else, and the team's trying to catch us. We just got to focus on ourselves and keep putting the points on the board, and that's it.
Well, listen, Jerry, massive thank you. Congratulations on the 3 points yesterday. Won't keep you too long on this Sunday morning and get you back to your family, but a massive thank you, and speak to you again soon.
Right, brilliant. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Joining us now, of course, from the other point of view from the game yesterday, of course, he's Bashley manager Matt. And Matt, thanks for giving up your time on this Sunday morning. And was it a tough defeat to take? There yesterday. I mean, I've seen the goal just before sort of half time as well. Did that? And I asked the same question, just a second ago to the manager from Totton. And did it change the whole team talk for half time with that being that close to half time?
Yeah, it did. I mean, we looked at it after the game. We're sort of the lads in the dressing room were heads down and really quite upset about it. But but kind of the team talk after the game was, look, like we've come away to Totton who are flying and will potentially go and win the league. And you're disappointed. And it just shows how the football club has come in a short space of time that the lads, like I said, they go to a really, really strong side and, don't get anything out of it, and how disappointed they are because of that. But yeah, I think on the whole, I thought it was it was it was pretty a good game for the neutral. To be fair, quite a lot of chances for both teams.
I mean, we've just seen, everybody have just seen the highlights and of the game as well. And I mean, is it one of those games where you felt you was really in it and up to the last minute?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think first half, I think if you were to watch the game back, I think you could see that we probably given a little bit too much respect in the first half, and I think you could see that by the way we sat off. And obviously, the first goal coming on the stroke of half time was kind of, we sat in too deep. Our forwards were doing what we asked them to do. They were pressing show on one side of the pitch, and then our midfield and our defenders were sat off too deep. So between our units the gaps were too big. So. And obviously, when you've got the players, the disposal that Totton have, you can't give them that time and space on the ball, because they've got Carmichael in. He can find a pass from anywhere on the pitch. He finds Tommy right. Tommy does what he does, comes across the pitch. We don't shut off channels and gives it back to Tommy. And Tommy, like I said, scores from a tight angle. And that's, when you've got players like that in your team that can cause a threat, you need to keep them quiet at every opportunity. Don't matter what stage of the game it is. And if you don't do that, then like I said, teams like Totton will punish you.
How difficult is that when they, if you've scouted them or if you know how they play or whatever else, and you think you know what the team's going to be, and then they go and sign someone big like Carmichael, and he comes in, and you look at the team, you think, oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I know Josh. I played with Josh at Weymouth a few years ago, and I know what he can bring to the team. To be fair, all three of the midfield, Davis and Carter, have played with all of them, so I know what they can do, and I know where their strengths and where their weaknesses lie. But we, like I said, first half, I feel as if we give them too much respect, and I think it's testament to us that they had to change their shape a little bit. They had one sitter in Carter and 2 8s, and then they had to drop Carmichael in alongside Carter, because there was stages in the first half where we were getting a little bit of joy. So yes, almost like credit to our team to try and. The fact that they had to kind of adjust. And second half, it was we were in the ascendancy. There was obviously going to be gaps towards the back of our defensive right midfield, because we had to come out of our shape. We had to try and put the game on them to try and get the equaliser. So we knew that there were going to be chances for Tottenham, and we just had to try and nick a goal. To be fair, we had chances, and then I think on another day the lads would have took the chances, and the outcome would have been totally different.
But when you can score worldies, free kick worldies like you did that the week before, that one goal of the week last week, you're in for a chance. But what was your feelings on the goal though? Because I just only looked at it very, very quickly, and I'm no sort of manager, but it just felt as if he was almost given the freedom of the park a little bit, Tommy, in that time. Was it a little bit of switching off because of how close it was to half time, do you feel? Or
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think like you said, I think it was close to half time. The lads just wanted to defend really deep and just shut off their kind of front three. But what the most disappointing thing for me, and we addressed this at half time, was the distances between units. So our front two were doing what they're doing, one pressing, one sitting on the back of Carter, and then the ball got played into midfield, and there was just a massive gap. And like I said, you give their free midfield that much time and on the ball, they will punish you and they will pick a pass. And then, like I said, it's come out to Tommy on the right. He's come across the pitch. And then our right winger at the time, we have a big thing of nothing goes through us, everything goes round us. And our winger then kind of cut the line off instead of the middle of the pitch. Then it's come back into Tommy, and then, like I said, you give Tommy half a yard in the box, and that's why he's at having a Louisville, and he's been a big fish for them.
To thank you for joining us today and taking away your precious time on a Sunday, and so I really appreciate you coming on there and joining us. Wish you, Paul, and Bashley all the very, very best for the rest of the season, and hopefully we'll speak soon.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.
Bye. Bye. On Tuesday night, it looked like all 3 points are going to be taken home by Chesham in the big game against Truro, but 3 late goals, 2 from Daniel Sullivan and 1 from Tyler Harvey, kept all 3 points for Truro City. In another big game in the Premier South on Tuesday night, Poole Town travelled to Hayes and Yedding in another 5-goal thriller, and it was a 79th-minute winner from Taylor Miles that kept all 3 points for Hayes and Yedding.
Look up. Tackle him, mate! Back out, back out! Come on, Blair! Go on, very nice. Go on, Mo! Go on! That's it.
Also on Tuesday night, playoff chasing Swindon Supermarine could only take a point at Silver Jubilee Park against Hendon, thanks to 2 goals for Hendon from Nico Moore.
Get up. Come on, hit it! Yeah! Come on! Get the ball! Come on! Come on, Zach! Rods behind you, Rods! Come on. It's it! Come on! Get the winner!
There was 6 goals between them at Northley on Tuesday night as Northley came out 4-2 winners over Tiverton Town to ease their relegation worries. Redditch United played Leiston on Monday night, and it was Redditch who came away with a 3-1 victory against promotion chasing Leiston. Tuesday night in the Premier Central, Alvechurch took on Basford United, and it was Alvechurch who came away with a 2-1 win. But look out for a fantastic goal from Ravanelli James late on in the game. And now it's time for all the action from this weekend's games. Hayes and Yedding had the long trip to Truro City on Saturday. It looked like they were going to come away with at least a point, but a 91st minute goal from Oliver Hasty gave all 3 points to Truro City. Chesham United travelled to inform Poole Town on Saturday, and they came away with a point each in another incredible game involving Chesham. Swindon Supermarine travelled to Winchester City, trying to get all 3 points after their draw in midweek, and they were 3-0 up after 11 minutes in this game and went on to win by 6 goals to 1.
Keep going! Ali, go down, keep turning it on us.
So if anybody would like a vote, they are now half price.
Good effort. Oh, good goal! Wow, that's unbelievable.
Hendon entertained Plymouth Parkway on Saturday, and their improving form saw them win by 3 goals to 1, and that was enough to move them out of the relegation zone.
Deal with it! Come on, Ken!
Gosport Borough travelled to the Green King Community Stadium on Saturday and came away with a point in a 2-2 draw against Dorchester Town, with a late goal in the 70th minute from Daniel Wooden. Merthyr Town on their playoff push, they travelled to Ellesmead on Saturday and came away with all 3 points thanks to a 2-1 win over Harrow Borough. In what could be a rehearsal of a playoff semi or a playoff final, Russell Olympic took on Nuneaton Borough, and it was Russell Olympic who leapfrogged Nuneaton Borough in the table with a 3-0 win, thanks to 2 goals from Alex Cameron and 1 from Kieran Cook. League leaders Tamworth travelled to Hitchin Town on Saturday, and thanks to a goal just before half-time from Daniel Creaney, gave them all 3 points at the top of the table. Alvechurch took on Kings Langley also on Saturday, and it was a late penalty from that man, Daniel Waldron, that gave them a share of the spoils in a 2-2 draw against Kings Langley. Two goals in 3 minutes from Matthew Bateman was enough to see Royston Town pick up all 3 points against Hensford Town in front of a crowd of 400. Biggleswade FC is trying to keep hold of that second position and a home tie in the semi-finals of the playoffs. They beat AFC Romania at the weekend by 8-0. But they had to wait until the 43rd minute before the first goal came.
Rama.
Poole Town travelled to AFC Dunstable at the weekend, trying to keep up the pressure on Biggleswade FC, and a 51st minute goal from Seth Humphreys did exactly that and gave them the 3 points. A 58th minute wonder goal from Jordan Watson was enough to see Walthamstow pick up all 3 points against Hadley to aid their playoff chances. Poole Town picked up all 3 points in their trip to Poole Town Rovers at the weekend to give them a great chance of making the playoffs.
Goal in. Goal in the 49th minute for Melbourne.
Bideford AFC took all 3 points on their travels to Willand Rovers with a 1-0 win thanks to a 38th minute goal from Aaron Taylor. It's Goal of the Week time, and here's your 4 nominations. Goal of the Month time, and here are the 4 nominations.